From a purely biological perspective, extinction is defined as a loss of species or complete dying out or extermination of species. Extinction occurs when species are diminished because of various environmental forces or factors such as habitat fragmentation, global change, natural disaster, overexploitation of species for human use, or due to evolutionary changes in their members, particularly genetic inbreeding, poor reproduction, decline in population numbers. Rates of extinction vary widely. For example, during the last 100,000 years of the Pleistocene epoch, about 2.6 million to 11,700 years ago, some 40% of the existing genera of large mammals in Africa and more than 70% in North America, South America, and Australia went extinct. Ecologists estimate that the present extinction rate is 1,000 to 10,000 times the background extinction rate, between 1 and 5 species per year, because of deforestation, habitat loss, overhunting, pollution, climate change, and various other human activities, the sum total of which will likely result in the loss of between 30 and 50% of extant species by the middle of the 21st century. Although extinction is an ongoing feature of Earth's flora and fauna, the fossil record reveals 5 usually large extinctions called the mass extinction events, each involving demise of vast number of species. These conspicuous declines in diversity are referred to as mass extinctions, and they are distinguished from majority of extinctions which occur continually and are referred to as background extinction. These are the Permian extinction, the Ordovician Silurian extinction, the Cretaceous Tertiary or the Cretaceous Paleogene extinction, and Triassic extinction, and the Devonian extinctions. In a sense, mass extinctions are usual because of large number of taxa that died out, the concentrated time frame, the widespread geographic area affected, and the many different kinds of animals and plants eliminated. In addition, the mechanism of mass extinction are different from those of background extinctions. Many species have become extinct because of hunting and overharvesting, the conversion of wetland and forest to croplands and urban areas, pollution, the introduction of invasive species, and other forms of human-caused destruction of their natural environment. Indeed, current rate of human-induced extinction are estimated to be about 1,000 times greater than the past background rates of extinction, leading some scientists to call modern times the sixth mass extinction. This high extinction rate is largely due to the exponential growth in human population, growing from about 1 billion in 1850, the world's population reached 2 billion in 1930 and more than 7.8 billion in 2020, and is expected to reach about 7 billion by 2050. As a result of an accelerated growth of human population, habitat loss is the greatest factor in the current level of extinction. For example, less than one-sixth of the land area of Europe has remained unmodified by human activity, and more than half of all wildlife habitat has been eliminated in more than 4/5 of the countries in the Paleotropics, which refers to the old tropics that spans between Africa, Asia, and Indonesia. By 2020, several ecological studies had reported dramatic decrease in wildlife populations worldwide and increase in the number of threatened and endangered species, especially among terrestrial animals and vertebrates. In addition, the increased level of greenhouse gases have begun to alter the world's climate, with slowly increasing surface temperatures expected by the middle of the 21st century to force many species to migrate towards the pole and up mountain slopes in order to remain in the habitats with the same climatic conditions. Most ecologists, conservation biologists, and climate scientists worry that global warming will contribute greatly to species extinction in the modern time. For example, one study released in 2015 examined 130 extinction models from previous studies predicted that 5.2% of species would be lost as a result of global warming, alone with a rise in temperature above 2 degrees Celsius. the temperature benchmarks taken before the start of the Industrial Revolution. The study also predicted that about 16% of Earth's surface would be lost if surface warming increases to about 4.3 degrees Celsius. Changes in ocean temperature and increasing ocean acidification also threaten many marine species, especially corals and mollusks, with external shells. Overexploitation from human and harvesting also has adversely affected many species. For example, about 20 million tropical fishes and 12 million corals are harvested annually for the aquarium trade, depleting natural populations in some parts of the world. All these factors synergistically have increased the number of threatened species. Almost 1 in 4 mammalian species, including 4 of the 6 remaining species of the great apes, and 1 in 8 bird species were considered at significant risks of extinction at the start of the 20th century. In addition, the World Wide Fund noted in a very recent report that vertebrate population overall declined by 58% between 1970 and 2010. Shoykot Kumar Basu, Bureau Report, Kalinga Chronicle TV.